You are playing a character with many portrayals in the past. What did you want to bring to the character that we haven't seen before?
I didn't know exactly what to bring that we didn't see before, but the thing is that I read a book about Louis XIII, and then the writer of the biography of Louis XIII was completely in love with this king. And then he thought that Alexandre Dumas gave a bad reputation to Louis XIII, so he was completely crazy about the job that Louis did, you know, as a king. So I tried to portray him the most truthful as I can, and also I discovered a king who had a really difficult life and very tragic life, because at the age of 8, his dad was killed, you know, and so he was an orphan at the age of 8. And at the age of 15, because his mother didn't like him, she tried to. He killed the first minister of his mom because she would prefer his young brother. So he kicked off the kingdom, his mom and his young brother, and then at the age of 15 he became king. So he's got like a tough life, and he's a tough character also. But he also had this problem of how we say that in English. He was vague. He couldn't speak very clearly. So he was full of tension inside himself, maybe full of complex also because of his dad, because his dad was a brilliant king. So I don't know exactly what I wanted to bring in comparison to the other actors who play this king, but I tried to be the most, truthful speaking about him.
What was your favorite moment to film?
I think it when we shot in La Cour Carrée du Louvre, because usually, you know, as a Parisian, because I'm a truly Parisian, I know La Cour Carrée du Louvre because it's a very touristic place, and it used to be the house for the kings, and then we shot in this marvelous and fantastic place, but I mean for real as it used to be, because there were like horses and lots of actors there, like full of costumes and everything, and it was like a dream for me as a Parisian who know that place, but I didn't know it like this.
Yours in a different task to the actors playing the musketeers. How is it being on set, slightly removed from the core group of actors?
It was funny because I the first day of shooting that I had, you know, the movie had already started for, I don't know, 1 or 2 months, because it was a very long film to shoot. Then when I arrived, I mean, they were already together, Vincent, François, Pio, and Romain. So when I arrived, and this is also a pleasure to play like a supporting character. It's that you can break also the rhythm that they already have. And it was like a game for me to be the king of these four musketeers, and also to try to play with them, and also to break the habits maybe of what they were doing together, you know, and to arrive inside of them with a different rhythm, the rhythm of the king, who was very particular. And I could feel when I arrived that they didn't expect that kind of king, because I didn't want to play with the virility or the guy who is enjoying having power. I preferred to, I don't know, to play an ambiguity about the fact that when you're a king and then you're a son of the king, you have also a problem with your own power and the legitimacy of your power. So I played like a very strange, I hope so, a strange king. So they were a little bit like amused by the way I was taking the character. But it was very funny to be the king of Vincent Cassel, because, you know, the first time that I met Vincent Cassel, it was when we played like 10 years ago, and I was very impressed by him. And then I knew that I have a scene with him where he has to be on the knees, and, you know, I'm younger than Vincent Cassel, so I knew that for him it's going to be like a difficult to be on the knees of me. But so we played about that, and then finally he accepted to do it with pleasure, I hope.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!